Hey guys, I'm doing a little short video on my Suzuki Eiger. It's an '04 model. What I did was I took the wheel off, and what was happening is that the wheel was wobbling because these wheel bearings are shot. This is what the wheel bearing looks like, and these are the ball bearings inside there, and this middle part spins. Okay, see there it's spinning. I mean, I'm not left-handed, so I'm not really used to, but it's spinning. The other bearing, see this? The middle part is moving in and out. That is telling you that the wheel bearing is warped. Basically, what happened is that over time, these bearings overheat. They get really, really hot if there's no grease in them. And I had a hell of a time getting it apart because there's no grease in here. This is your skirt, which is the wheel, aka this is your skirt right here. Okay, this goes to your front differential. Okay, what the front differential does, it's right in there. It's this big box right here that connects to the motor, and that spins at about, give or take, around 300 to 400 thousand RPMs, meaning that thing is that is spinning really, really fast, and that is also spinning your skirt here. Okay, what this I don't know why we call it that, but this is your hub, this part here. Okay, and the bearings, they do not move. Okay, they sit still. What moves is the skirt in here. Okay, it's driven by a shaft. Okay, if I took that apart, you'll be seeing about 2 different gears. Okay, and I have it apart because the wheel was wobbling up and down here. It was going like this, and that's not good. If I didn't recognize it from anytime soon, what would happen was this wheel would lock up, and it will keep running this tire. Okay, the tire over there that I'm pointing at, and what will happen is that you will damage your front differential. Okay, and that's going to be real expensive. A front differential is going to run anywhere between $400 to $500. I had to, if you're wondering what this is your brake hub. Okay, I took the brakes apart because I looked at them. I mean, they have a little bit of wear and tear on them, but I'm not really concerned about them. These are the brake pads. They're pretty small. I mean, if you look closely, you'll see those little scratches. That's not wear and tear. To tell if it's is a little worn, you look at the length between where my thumb is. Okay, and it is a little bit worn, a little bit, but I figured that I could probably get about probably around, say, 200 miles out of these brakes. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to replace them over time. The four-wheeler is going to need a new air filter anyway, and a new battery. And it has brand new oil in it. And I need to take the oil pan, that oil filter rather, and change that. And I need to rewire the four-wheeler because we had some maintenance to do on it. I gotta pull it up a little bit. I need to get my welder back and do some welds. But yeah, I mean, I'm just doing a little short video to see if you guys if you're working on a four-wheeler, if you have a friend that may have the same problem, you may know how to fix it. Or if you don't want to do it, you know someone to talk to. I have done this with cars. I mean, it's going to need a new skirt, skirt cover. Obviously, it's pretty mangled. But, I mean, you know, I'm not really concerned about this. I can't really, in order to buy these, you can't buy them, they don't come and buy one, you have to buy a set. They're like, there's a site that I can go onto, and if you're working on a four-wheeler, I wouldn't recommend getting them on eBay, okay, because these come in different sizes, okay. You have to get the VIN number off of this plastic, and you have to make sure that it's the right size. Because most people, they're like, oh, look, this looks like the same part. Let's go and pay for it. And they wait until it comes, and it's too big, or it's too small. That's why I recommend before you even take anything apart, it's like your wheel bearings. There's a model number, a part number on this seal, okay? That black part in the middle. And you always got to make sure before you even install these, you need to make sure that they are the right part, okay? It's okay if, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can't see that, but this model number on this old one is 606C. Okay, and this new one, the only difference between the new one and the old one is it's a 6006A. I don't care about the A. All I care is that last digit being a 6. Okay, because if it wasn't a 6, and say if it was a 5 or a 4 or hell even a 10. What would be the case was, you see this bearing, obviously, the bearing would not be this thick. It would be somewhere between there. Okay? If it was a 10, it would be about that. If it was a 7 or a 5, it would be a little thinner. The brass will be probably around like that, where my finger is. That's how much brass will be showing. Okay? And that's why I say to all my friends that before you even take an engine apart or take anything apart, you got to make sure that you have the right part. You got to know what you're doing, and you need to make sure that you're paying attention on how you took it apart. Because I mean, of course, it's really easy to take something apart, but what will really kick you in the butt is, oh crap, I got to put it back together, you know. And of course, you know, when I'm taking something apart, I'm not in a hurry. I take my time. And I mean, if you're wondering what time I took this video, you're looking at right now probably like 2 o'clock in the morning. And I mean, I'm probably not going to be done until probably 2 or well, it's 2 o'clock now. So I probably won't be done until 3, because I got to put this new bearing inside this wheel hub and put it all back together. Okay. So, I mean, when you're taking same thing like you're taking a car apart or you're taking a motor, you got to know what you're doing. Okay. You always got to know what you're doing, because if you don't know what you're doing, that's what's going to kick you in the butt, being like, oh hell, I don't know what this does, or my car's misfiring, or you know, that's why you got to be careful of what you're doing, you know. But send me your reviews and let me know if you have any questions, or if you are working on the same four-wheeler or similar four-wheeler. It's the exact same thing, the same basic steps, but keep in mind, never ever rush on taking it apart. Because if you rush, you're going to be like, oh crap, how do I put this thing together? You know? Because let me tell you, on these four-wheelers, they don't have Identifix like cars. They don't have it where, okay, this is how it's put together. They do, but it doesn't show you step by step by step. And that's the one thing to pay attention when you're taking something apart. But just send me your reviews or comments, but don't write anything nasty on my comment saying, oh, this kid's an idiot. Don't be writing stuff like that. You know, I know what I'm doing. I'm a certified mechanic. And if you have any questions, feel free. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Thank you. Have a good night.